Hi, today I want to answer another question, this one from Quora. And the question is, if reincarnation is true, will I be able to meet my friends, family, loved ones on the other side? Now, me answering that question is not because I um, have a total inside track onto how the universe works. I'm answering it based on the fact that I've done between 1,500 and 2,000 past life regressions. And when you do that many past life regressions, um, and that's as the practitioner, not as the client. That would be pretty crazy to receive that many sessions. But anyway, you start to see patterns. And one of the patterns is that oftentimes people seem to reincarnate with the same people over and over and over. Generally, they change roles. So you could be the son in this lifetime, and then you have the mom and dad. And in a past life, you all three could have been siblings, or anything else. You could have been friends, family, children, grandchildren, grandparents, any role. You could have been an enemy. There's just no end to it. The main thing to understand, though, is that, at least from my perspective and what I see in my sessions, is that as soon as you die in a lifetime and you leave the body, your identity goes back to the identity of your soul, your spirit, your higher self. So you're not identifying as this child or parent or whatever, and you don't really have the same need for the reconnection, for example, with a dead parent or whatever, although oftentimes it does happen. It's not the kind of, like, a few minutes after lifting off from the body, you kind of look at that body as a separate person. You don't look at it as, oh, that's me lying there dead. Because it's kind of like waking up from a dream. When you wake up from the dream, if you really remember the dream well, you might have a moment or two of kind of, where am I, what's going on, what's real, and you might have a slight identification, or even massive, with the person in the dream. For example, the biggest one I had was, I had a dream that I was being hanged once. And that definitely makes me wonder, was that a past life? That's something I need to investigate at some point. But they have the noose around my neck, and I'm begging, just one more minute, just one more, hold on, And I woke up before it happened. And I really sat there for a few minutes, not totally sure that I was not going to be hanged. It's like I realized I was in my room, I realized I wasn't that person, but it was so real. And the feeling of begging for that one extra minute, that feeling was really, really intense. But 10 minutes after I woke up, it was like, wow, that was a crazy dream. I wonder what that means, or whatever. But I'm not identifying as that guy getting hanged. I'm very detached from what's going on with that guy, right? I'm me now. And that's kind of the way it is when you come out of a lifetime, and you come out of that body. I mean, generally people float out of the body. I ask them if they can see it. They look at the body. Generally, or a lot of times I ask them, if you could, would you go back into that body and reanimate it and live a little bit more in that body? And about 99.9% of the time, there might have been one or two exceptions in my entire practice, but almost every single person says, oh no, I'm done with that. And that even includes people who were killed in front of their children in the most horrible circumstance, and but like a couple minutes out of the body, they're like, no, they'll get over it, it'll be okay, I don't want to go back there. And it's not just selfishly, they see the whole purpose, they see the future of their children and how this is meant to happen to them and impact them in a certain way, maybe resolve karma, whatever. So back to the question, if reincarnation is real, can I reunite with family members on the other side? Yeah, definitely. Now, it's all going to depend on a couple of things. Number one, do you want to still? You might want to now, but 5 seconds after you die and leave the body, you might have no interest in it. So be aware of that. Do they want to? That's another issue. You're not going to reunite with them if they don't want to reunite with you. But it's not so much not wanting to. It's not some peevish thing where they're pissed at you and they're like, nah, I'm not going to reunite with him or her. It's more that you might be at on a different wavelength. There might not be enough resonance between you in the afterlife. Now, a really simplistic version of that would be you went to a different place, or one person went to heaven, one person went to hell, so you can't meet. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is that there are different things that people do in the afterlife. And those things might mean that they can't come around and meet you when you leave your body, right? And that they might not ever meet you again. But the thing is, when you do leave your body, you go into a realm of oneness. And on a certain level, you're connected to everything in existence. And so you can kind of tap into anything that you can conjure up in your imagination, in your feelings, in your energy field. So the main thing is that you might not want to meet them, they might not want to meet you, or the resonance might be right, it wouldn't fulfill a purpose. It would fulfill a purpose for you when you think about it now, like, I miss my mom, she's been dead for 20 years, and when I die, I know I'm going to reunite with her. And that might be totally correct. It's not up to me. But it might not be for the highest good for that to happen. There could be all kinds of things. So can that happen? Absolutely. Is it guaranteed to happen? Not at all. The thing is, it's just like when you wake up out of a dream, you don't have the same agenda as the dream character that you just were 3 minutes ago. You have a completely different agenda. And of course, to the dream character, they would do different things with their day than you're doing with your day. It's the same thing for the afterlife. So if you're interested in doing a past life regression session, or checking out any of my other offerings like space clearing, energy healing, check out my website, andysway.com, ANDYSWAY, and you can email me at andysway@yahoo.com if you would like more information or to be put on a mailing list or any of that good stuff. Thanks for watching.